Hello and welcome to Thursday's show, where I am in this unusual situation where I am actually connecting to God, and he has asked me to go public with his voice, and so here I am on YouTube. Anyway, if you are interested in some of the words that he is giving to us, and the ones at the moment are fascinating because he's doing a series on the solar system and what their role, what each planet's role is, which I find is it's information that we don't know, so I think this is incredible. Anyway, he's here, standing here waiting to talk, but don't forget to subscribe if you want to always be kept up to date with what's happening and what God is saying. So let's go to God. He's saying to me that he feels that this series of creating an understanding for man about the solar system he feels is actually long overdue, and he knows that man has an inquiring mind and man wishes to know all about the universe and how it works, and there are many scientists that are grappling with ideas and sending out spaceships to different areas and trying to create an understanding that fits within the ideas that are created on the earth. But he feels that this series will actually give man a helping hand, because it will point them in the direction of creating a different understanding of how things work and know how to explore these ideas. Up to date, we have spoken about the Sun and Mercury, but now, today, I feel that the most important planet that I would like to talk about is Mars, and he says that Mars is probably one of his favourite planets, and he's rather fond of Mars. He says that Mars took a little bit of effort on his part to create, because he says it wasn't so easy, because Mars is quite a complicated structure and required him to be more efficient when he was creating Mars. He's saying to me that Mars has this sort of hue, like a pink rose red hue, and he wants to explain why this redness occurs on the planet. He says with all planets there is a light that comes to the planet, and that light obviously comes from a wonderful source, which is the sun. And he's saying that Mars is no different. It has that energy of the sun that comes directly to the planet. He says when the light of the sun hits the planet, it reflects the elements of the ground, together with some of the outer planets. Are also reflected, and this is what causes this redness that is evident when anyone would, if they were to look at through a telescope and look at Mars, they would see this red planet. One of the things about Mars, again, he says, like Mercury and the Sun, Mars is a planet that is useful for our living and life to exist. But he says it's not a planet that will actually exist with people on it. And the reason why it won't exist is because the atmosphere that is surrounding Mars is not conducive to life, to live. If any life were to exist on the planet, it wouldn't take long for their demise to happen. They wouldn't exist for long, because the atmosphere is full of potent gases that are in a way, are sort of quite poisonous to man if man were to sort of land on Mars. And these potent gases obviously have a role to play. Just like Mercury helps with hydrogen on our planet, the potent gases also have a role. And he's saying to me that when he created Mars, he knew that the Earth needed not just oxygen and hydrogen. It needed many other minerals and elements to it, and one of the most important mineral that is prolific throughout your Earth is carbon, and that carbon is found in everything. Everything cannot exist without carbon. And this is why he created Mars, because he knew that Mars would be able to play a role. And again, it's linked with the sun and the energy of the sun, and it plays a role in creating carbon. And carbon wouldn't exist on the Earth if it wasn't for Mars. Mars is literally the front runner of creating carbon. There are, he says, 2 other planets that are also involved in creating carbon as in addition to their main role. But the main role of Mars is actually carbon. Now, carbon exists on the Earth plane, but it also exists on many other planets, because all of the universe has a carbon element to it. And so he's very thankful to that creation of Mars, because he feels that if he hadn't have created Mars, we wouldn't have been able to have created life in the way that we know it, because all of your existence, everything, there is carbon in it. He's thanking you for watching, and he hopes that you enjoy his words, because he's saying to me that he certainly is enjoying creating this understanding of what life is all about, and how life is structured in relation to the planets. He says he finds it very exciting sharing this information. And he'd like to do a prayer, and so he's raising my hands and bowing my head, and he says, "It was always my greatest wish to create a universe and to create life that could coexist in this universe. He knew that life could not exist on all of the planets, so he chose Earth for life to exist on. He says, it's my wish that life continues on Earth as it has done for centuries before. That the Earth plays a role for mankind, particularly to progress and create an understanding for man, so that they can live on Earth in harmony. It is his wish that as we go through these videos of creating an understanding of the solar system, that man also creates an understanding that everything has to be in balance, everything has to be in harmony, and the harmony of the planets and the harmony of the Earth and the harmony of man all have to come together and join in as one." He's grateful for this opportunity to express his words, and he's thanking Gail for also delivering these words that he feels are very important. And so we have our third planet, Mars, which is, now that's really fascinating, carbon. I remember actually when I'm actually qualified as a nutritionist, and when I was doing advanced biochemistry, one of the things that you realize is every single molecule has carbon in it, every single molecule, and everything is made up of molecules or atoms. And so Mars really does have a role to play with carbon. That's just incredible, isn't it? I'm gobsmacked because it would be I would have never have thought of how these planets would play a role. And I hope that one day scientists can grab this information and perhaps explore these ideas, because it would bring us forward in our understanding. Anyway, I thank you all for listening and see you on Sunday. Okay, bye-bye.